Greetings for the day, friends. Welcome to Kodak Show Corporate Impact. Through this show, we discuss about the special events of growing companies from the different sectors. In today's episode, we are discussing about Q2 FY21 results of Mitsu Chemplast Limited. Company Mitsu Chemplast Limited is into manufacturing of blow molding and injection molding, customized molding products. So, to discuss today's result, we have with us Mr. Manish Dedia, Joint Managing Director and CFO of Mitsu Chemplast Limited. And from the investor fraternity, we have Mr. Kranti Batni, Director at Wealthmill Securities Limited. Welcome all. To Manishji, to start the discussion, can you just run through the Q2 numbers on the overall performance of the company?
Okay. So talking about the business last quarter, the turnover of the company grew by around 35% from rupees 33.40 crore to 45.17 crore year-on-year basis. Also, the EBITDA grew from rupees 4.69 to rupees 6.57 crore, which shows the upside of 40% in the same way. Our PAT growth was also on the similar lines. In Q2 FY21, PAT was rupees 3.19 crore against rupees 1.35 crore in Q2 FY20, which shows the growth of around 136%. Along with this, our margin also got improved. EBITDA was witnessed improvement by 50 basis point to 14.54%. Also, PAT margin is improved by 302 basis point to 7.06 year on year.
Great. Kranti, you can start the discussion.
Manishji, season greetings and congratulations for the good set of numbers during this pandemic time. Can you just give what is the business environment, how the business environment is looking right now? How Mitsu could take the advantage of pent-up demand that's coming into the market? Could you just brief about the market right now?
Yeah, so after this pandemic challenge and all these things, people call this is a new normal, and we have to accept as a new normal. Uh, the business wise in Mitsu and the overall market is really commendable, and I think a lot of demand has come from various sectors, and the demand increased in all the sectors, such as like in our industrial packaging also increased very good. In hospital furniture, in auto sector also demand has increased. So for Mitsu, a major focus right now is industrial packaging and hospital furniture, and both sectors are doing very well right now.
With respect to hospital furniture business is concerned, India is one of the
Yeah.
country where a lot of emphasis was given towards improvement in the hospital infrastructure. So this is going to be the key area for government of India, and also every state governments they are going to spend and increase their budgets towards improving the hospital infrastructure is concerned. So how Mitsu can take the advantage of this growing uh, demand that comes from hospital infrastructure?
See, I think our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji had announced in the last budget that they will do very big amount. They have earmarked that for hospitals and all. They have to spend money. So that was one of the agenda. Second, due to China, what cross border happens with India, and and this pandemic situation. See, all three things together came, in the same time, and there is a big demand in the hospital furniture. As like here in India, government is increasing that hospital beds and hospital infrastructure. So the demand is very good because of the COVID. Also, there was a good demand on the hospital in the hospital bed. And going forward, there will be. It looks like government is really very serious about healthcare of India, and I hope that the demand will be the same, or maybe it will be more than what we had this in situation. So looking forward in hospital furniture and a big demand next 2 quarters.
And you have a target of increasing your revenue in next couple of years. So one of the
Yes.
thing when you have to increase your revenues, nearly you have targeted for a 500 crores revenue. Congratulations for that target. It's very encouraging. But how you are going to do this capex plan, and also how your debt management are you going to make without debt, or how you are going to manage your debt?
So I think see now the time is there, like we have to do organic growth and inorganic growth. So in coming future, we'll have to plan for this inorganic growth as well, and we will definitely check out proper plans in near future for 500 crores. About debt, also, see, I must say, we have when we are going for a big expansion plans, so definitely the debt will be a major role in Mitsukem, because this is our capital intensive industry, and we will require debt for expansions. And we will definitely, Mitsu Chem has a very good team to manage debt very carefully and very systematic way.
Okay, okay, that's good to see, sir. uh, and
So
this my final question. How the margins, okay, as a hospital division and packaging division, where do you see the margins improving?
no, you
which
said
which
hospital
segment?
margins are,
Yeah,
sorry, you did you ask me the hospital margins are improving or what?
yeah, which segment you are seeing the increase of margins?
So we are seeing overall margin increase also, because right now, as I mentioned earlier, that we are doing a lot of in-house development, such as overall efficiency of our plant, managing proper working capital, managing sales, production. So this is the major reason of the margin is coming. Yes, definitely our major margin is coming from hospital furniture, but we are doing growth in both the segment, industrial packaging and hospital furniture.
Okay. And also how the raw material prices are looking forward, especially your size and your industry segment is concerned, raw material prices when compared to quarter on quarter, how do you see the outlook? It is expected your raw material prices are going to, because raw material prices are going to go up, or it would be stable in the next couple of quarters?
So it looks like it will go up in next 1 or 2 quarter, but not drastically up, because this according to me, this looks on a top position right now. But it again depends on the demand supply worldwide. But it looks the price will be more or less stagnant, or maybe will up by 1 or 2%, not more than that.
So, Manishji, just to discuss about the optimizing process that we are doing at the plant level. So, how much was the overall contribution of that processes to improve our margins for this quarter and coming quarters? And what are the all processes that we are doing at the plant? So, can you just elaborate on that?
Yeah. So right now, what we are doing is where we can do some cycle time reductions in our product, where we can do optimize our production from the machines, manpower utilization. So small things we are doing, and 1.5 year back we have done a lot of consolidation. So we have closed down 1 or 2 plants and consolidate in this area. So now we will get this margin. You can see this margins over quarter to quarter. About as you said, what you're doing in the factory. So this optimization of production is a major criteria right now.
Okay, okay. So one more question on the similar line. So we are currently we have for last 2 quarters our margins are improving. So how much further we can increase this margin improvements? Basically, what maximum that we can achieve, and from which quarter or which time period we are going to see the that improvement?
Yeah, so definitely there's a two segments: industrial packaging and hospital furniture. Both the margins are coming very good right now, and we are looking at hospital furniture also growth in this quarter. Same way margins. We are working on EBITDA level right now, so we want to increase our EBITDA to be increased by from 14.54 to at least 15%. So slow and steady, we are growing that by optimizing small things.
Okay, okay. So we have seen one drastic change in our cash flow this time. So our cash flow, operating cash flow, has almost jumped from around 5 crore to almost 13 crore this quarter. So year on year. So this was the impact of the optimization or anything else?
So because of the optimization and you can see the PAT level also has increased by 136% compared to the last quarter, and hence, like you can see, the cash flow also increased.
Okay, so it was a sole reason for the increase in cash flow?
Yeah, and the depreciation also one of the part. I think we had a depreciation also on a because of the expansion. The depreciation amount is also higher side.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Kanti ji?
Manishji, with respect to the geography of your clients, are you catering to the clients who are concentrated mainly in Maharashtra, or your clients are spread across India? Could you just share about your clientele
So
and geography of
yes.
your business?
So in a hospital furniture, we are present all over India. So we are supplying to Jammu also, we are supplying to Chennai, we are supplying to Kolkata. So for hospital furniture, we are supplying all over India. For industrial packaging, yes, we are not focusing too much than Maharashtra and Gujarat. So major focus is in only Maharashtra, Gujarat. Yes, we supply to some of the states, but it's a very small quantity.
So, one final question from my side on the working capital cycle. So, overall working capital cycle for the quarter was how much days? Have we improved over the last quarter, or because of pandemic there was a cycle was stretched or any kind of things?
Yes, because of in the pandemic, the cycle has gone up very drastically up. But in the quarter two, we have managed very well, and I think 67 days we have this our working capital cycle was 67 days, which we are now improving. Still it will be reduced.
Great. So, Krantiji, any further question?
This would be my final question, Zai. As the pandemic days are, we can say it's over, or we are prepared for the second wave, because we have been getting news, many plants are getting closed, industrial activities coming down in Europe, Germany. So, how you are prepared, and what is your expectation in the coming quarters?
So we are not too much dependent on Europe right now for a raw material thing. Yes, but we are dependent on somewhat with the in a Gulf. But yes, I think if the second wave comes, so we are at least prepared with the raw material things. When we have enough stock and we have some stock in pipeline. So hope for the best. But yes, second wave is maybe it will come. So there will be a disruption.
Great. So, to just conclude our discussion for today, so we are seeing that two verticals that are standing out for the company. So, one is the industrial packaging and another is the hospital furniture. So, the growth in the hospital furniture, as we are seeing that the pandemic has shown us how behind we are in terms of healthcare facilities. So this is going to be a growth driving engine for the company, as well as in the industrial packaging. We are seeing, because of the anti-China movement all over the world, more and more manufacturing is shifting. So packaging material requirement for them is going to be there, and we may be able to see the growth in that division driven by the sentiments and overall growth in the industry.
Yes.
So thank you everyone for joining for the today's show. We hope our viewers will get benefit from this insight about the company. Once more, thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vastupali. Thank you, Krantiji.
Thank you, Manishji. Thank you, Vaspal. Thank you.
Thank you.